My name is Angel Andrews, and I'm excited to talk to you about my experience being involved in our ASTA student chapter at Florida State University. Over the past few years, ASTA has provided me with so much knowledge and inspiration that have made a significant impact on me as a student, teacher, and violinist. I'm grateful and proud to be a member of the ASTA community, and I hope you are too. A little about me. My name is Angel Andrews, and I'm a student at Florida State University. I'm currently pursuing a doctorate in violin performance, and alongside performing, my true love and passion is in private teaching. This is my third year being involved in our ASTA student chapter at FSU. In 2022, our chapter was named Most Improved Student Chapter when I was serving as vice president. For the 2023 school year, our elected president was not able to serve on the board, so I stepped up to fill her place. This felt like a big step without a year of training for the role, but despite the challenge, we were proud to be named the 2023 Most Outstanding Student Chapter this year. I say this so that you can see what is possible in a short amount of time if you work hard, use teamwork, and direct your passion to serve others. I'm nothing more than a violin student who loves teaching. Anything that our chapter has accomplished in the past year, you can do too. I may be a doctoral student, but I want to make sure you know that you do not need to be a grad student to lead a student chapter, and I will show you how. Before I talk about what we did to strengthen our student chapter, I want to add some faces to this conversation because I did not do this alone. This is our 2022 to 2023 student chapter board. These colleagues and friends of mine use their creativity and love for music to serve this chapter and have done incredible work. Here are some strategies to strengthen your student chapter. Try something new, create an online presence, look within your College of Music for valuable opportunities, offer variety for your chapter, merge community engagement and fundraising, and collect feedback from your members. These 6 strategies summarize what we did to grow our chapter's presence and impact over the last couple years. And I will talk a little bit more specifically about how we did these so that you can see the process. Here are the ways that we used these strategies to strengthen our chapter. We started doing pizza socials before events. We had a couple game nights. We started a Motivation Monday series on our social media. Wisdom Within the College of Music was a collection of talks that we held. And I'm going to talk about some other event topics that we did. I'll talk about our North Florida String Festival, which is our annual fundraiser, and how I used surveys to better serve the chapter. If you want to improve your student chapter experience, start with something small. Try something new. If you want to see a different result than you're getting, do something different. This will help get the attention of more students, and a simple thing can significantly make a difference. One of the goals that we had for our chapter was to increase attendance at meetings. And one thing that we all know is universal from school to school is that music students are busy, very busy. So providing the chapter with a simple dinner before an evening event was a great way to increase our attendance. This increased the quality of experiences and the value of attending meetings. So we started hosting pizza socials before most meetings last year, and students loved it. In addition to providing value, our pizza socials created opportunities for our chapter to grow closer. Students got a chance to socialize with one another, get to know each other better, in an environment that is welcoming and relaxed. Making connections within your chapter and building bonds is what ASTA is all about. We gather to help one another and to learn from one another, and building that community within your student chapter is vital. So my advice is to try something new to reach these goals. We also have held a couple of game nights as another opportunity to gather in a relaxed and social way. One game night was themed as a string teacher game night, which was really fun. And at that event, we played games like musical charades, guess the composer or piece, and there were even teaching scenarios involved where students would draw a card that indicated a teaching scenario and they would teach it to another student. And these were fun, low-stress opportunities to get some teaching experience and to discuss together ways to teach a topic as effectively as we could. And this is just an event where students come together without a faculty advisor or a guest speaker or anything like that. So if your chapter needs a push to build community and connection, I would recommend doing a fun event like a game night. Creating an online presence or increasing your online presence makes a big difference in how you communicate with your chapter. You can use social media to build community, spread knowledge, and communicate about chapter events. Social media not only allows you to spread the word about events and to market those things, but you can also engage with others on social media. You can post something and somebody can comment a question and you can respond back. There's the option to submit things to be included through a direct message. We've used Facebook events to gather information about who is planning to come so that we know, for example, how much pizza to get. And having a consistent online presence just keeps your chapter engaged and growing together. Another thing that we do to stay connected as a chapter is remind texts. So we have our chapter members sign up for our remind, and then 1 week before an event, we'll send out a reminder that the event is happening, and then 1 day before we do it as well. And this has significantly improved our attendance and the communication with our chapter about what is going on. The Motivation Monday series is an initiative to add value to our presence on social media and consistency. So every Monday we post a valuable resource, and these range from podcasts, websites, books, favorite quotes, etc. And this is an effort to circulate useful resources that we really enjoy and lift each other up to be the best music educators we can be. Here are some examples of resources that we've shared on the Motivation Monday series. So as you can see, we have posts that are just a simple quote or books that we recommend. Can even be online things like a website or podcasts. And these have been a really great way to share our favorite resources with others in our chapter. Posting something like this every single week might sound like a lot of work administratively, but something that you can do is before the semester starts, make a document where you pool all of these ideas so that you have them ready when it's Monday and we need to post something new. This makes it a lot easier for the secretary to not have to do all of the work around Motivation Monday. And another thing that we've done is we ask our chapter members to submit their resources and sources of motivation for us to share with everyone else. And that's been a really fun way to engage the chapter as well. Our next strategy is to look within your College of Music for valuable opportunities. A goal that we had for the chapter in the 2022 to 23 year was developing the connection and engagement between performance and music education students. I turned to our applied string faculty to help bring us closer together, and their response was incredibly positive. We started a series of meetings that we called Wisdom Within the College of Music. Through this series, we hosted each of our applied string faculty individually to talk to us about their experience and story merging their performance and teaching careers. So this was a really great way to get to know these professors better, to ask them questions one-on-one, and also to introduce yourself to a professor that you might not get the chance to engage with very often. Here you can see how we advertised this session with Professor Speed on our social medias. And then here is the picture of our group at the meeting itself. The next strategy is to offer variety. Variety is important so that you serve all the different types of students in your student chapter. Though we all have very similar goals, some of us are performance majors, some of us are music ed majors, some of us are grad students, and some of us are undergrads. Small differences make certain events more applicable to certain students. You may have an event that is instrument specific, and although all students can learn something from that, offering variety is really important. Just think about how many different types of topics and disciplines are represented at an ASTA conference. Doing a small portion of that variety at your school shows that you are considering all the different types of students that can be involved in ASTA. Here are some examples of different types of events we've had. In order to offer variety, don't be afraid to conduct meetings in different ways. For example, Dr. Cora Cooper came and spoke with us through Zoom. And instead of everyone going on Zoom individually, we had our whole chapter meet in a large classroom, and we Zoomed with Dr. Cora Cooper on a big projection. And that worked really well. So, being open to having a guest speaker come virtually really opens up all the possibilities of guest speakers that you could ask to come talk to your chapter. At this meeting, Dr. Cooper talked about her anthologies of pedagogical music by women composers, which was really great, and we had students perform selections from those anthologies. And students really enjoyed that opportunity to engage with the guest speaker and play their instrument. Another session that students really enjoyed was a secondary instrument sight reading conducting session. We went to our instrument library, FSU, where we can check out instruments, and you would check out a secondary instrument, and we got together and sight read some music, and this gave students experience practicing a secondary instrument, but also conducting the group. So there were a lot of really fun opportunities during that session that offered a lot of variety. The North Florida String Festival has been going on long before I came to FSU, and I think it's wonderful how we've been able to merge community engagement and service with this fundraiser. Any string player in the community can register for this festival and prepare anything to play for a panel of judges. I love this festival because I can send my young students who may not even be playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star yet, but they have an opportunity to play for someone and get feedback. It's a great opportunity for kids at all age levels, and it's very inclusive. The panel of judges for this festival is made up of music education students from FSU. So the festival also offers really great opportunities for our students to practice being adjudicators and giving comments to players on the spot. The final strategy I'm going to talk about today is collecting feedback from the members in your student chapter. Last year, at the end of the fall semester, I sent out this survey to get an idea of the experience our chapter members were having and what they would like to see different for the chapter to serve them better. This allowed us to pivot in some ways to better serve students for the upcoming spring semester. This survey gathered information on what chapter events students attended and what prevented them from attending events that they didn't make it to. It's also a good idea to always leave a space where students can type out any ideas they have for activities, topics, or events that they'd like to see in the following year. On this survey, I also gathered information about who may be interested in running for the board the following school year. This helped us plan ahead a little bit and answer anybody's question who wanted to get more involved. I really hope this presentation has been helpful and valuable in some way to you. If you are a new leader to a student chapter, don't be afraid to ask questions, advocate for others, try new things, and put ideas to the test. Take advantage of all of the fabulous resources and role models that are around you while you're in college. Attend ASTA's national conference each year. They are incredible and so valuable to us as students. ASTA student chapters are what you make them. I hope this presentation has helped spark some ideas for you, and if you're passionate about string education, get involved. I promise it is worth it. You learn a lot. It's a great experience in leadership and working as a team.